Hello guys, wonderful beings in this transformational group. How are you today? It is nearly 7 o'clock here in my office and here in southern Victoria. And I've just finished seeing a client and I was just reflecting on some stuff and I thought I'll share it with you in this group. I was just reflecting back on a time when I wondered, I wondered how I found myself in the situation I was in. And I was just reflecting on that time and I thought, I wonder how many of you that have also had that time where you just thought, how did I end up in this position? How did I end up here? I believe it happens to so many more people that we can't imagine how many people that go through that moment where it's kind of a moment of, I guess, despair. You're absolutely gutted. You've had big dreams and you've gotten to the point where those dreams are just completely crushed. And you find yourself at that situation, at that point where you sit there, you go, how did I get here? Because this is certainly not where I want to be. Have you ever been in that position where you have felt that way? You've just gotten to the point where you feel, you just sat there and wondered, how did I get here? I know there's so many people out there that actually don't really share deep down stuff of the tough stuff that's going on in life, and we all have this facade that, I live this balanced life and it's all good and it's all rosy at a time, and but we don't often share about those really, really tough times where a lot of people have been. And yeah, I was just reflecting back on that. I was reflecting back on my life thinking, wow, it was an interesting time. It was really, really tough time. I know there's people now that really struggle with stuff in life, maybe that have had to changed jobs, they've lost their job, perhaps they've gone through a huge amount of stress in their relationship, lots of tough stuff. People that have lost near and dear ones, they can't connect or they can't be close to near and dear ones. Just big stuff in life, and sometimes we don't often talk about it. I think it's really, really important to talk about these things, but yeah, life is certainly not always easy, hey? So, reflecting back, I remember that time when I found myself in that situation. I thought, how did I get here? Because it was just not part of my plan. So, when we were at that spot, and when I was, at that spot, I remember reaching out to someone and this person said something that really stuck with me. It really, really stuck with me. And this person said, where I was in that moment was simply where I was. Where I was in that situation or in that moment was simply where I was. It wasn't actually who I was. So that really, really stuck to me, and it made a world of difference. This person also said to me, you are really made for greatness. And that was something that really, really stuck with me as well. That was really powerful words to me, because I feel that sometimes we can associate the situation we have ended up in with the person we actually are, when that's actually not the case. But we often get it mixed up. So when we are at those times where we feel that we've found ourselves in a situation where we just go, how did I end up here? How did this happen? How did I end up here? That's not what I was planning. But now I'm here. It can be really, really tough times. And it can happen many, many times throughout life. And just as that person said to me at the time, that where I was in that moment at that time was simply the moment I was in at that time. And it wasn't who I was. I was designed for something greater. And it's something I really learned at the time that, of course, it is really important to reflect on, shall we say, the past or where we've been, but only briefly, not too long. Not to kind of relive and keep telling the story of, this is where I was and this is what I've gone through, and this is because the more and more I find myself, when I've repeated that story of how it was, more and more I felt like it was kind of who I was. And I also remember one time, and it was a really profound moment, when I was actually pulled up on talking about the past or that situation I found myself in. And this person abruptly said, just stop. Because I probably spent a little bit too long time talking about that time that has been, rather than more looking forward and really starting planning and taking action. And I'm saying that it's important to acknowledge the past and the past is the past, but it's all it is. And it's not who you are, because everything is in front of you rather than behind. And throughout my times, I now say that there are no mistakes. I've made no mistakes in life. No mistakes at all. Because I've only had learnings. And they've been huge learnings, massive learnings. So majority of the time, I think is important to be spending on planning forward, dreaming big, and then taking action towards what you really want and really enjoying that journey. Being able to really, really connect to your heart, to what your truest desire is, and find that and just take a big leap and move forward towards that. But of course, sometimes it's good to have these days like myself where I was reflecting on how did I get to where I was at that time. Just reflecting that, and then, yeah, that can be big moments, because now I reflect on all the amazing learnings I've had from everything that happened way back there in the past. And what I wanted to say too, it takes a lot of courage to go through those moments, and I know so many of you guys have done that too. You're in here for a reason, I know that. You're in here in this group, Transform Your Wellness or Transform Your Life, for a reason. We are people who want to move forward, follow our dreams, follow our passion, and not get stuck in that, you know, I am who I am because of the situation that you found yourself in. You are here because you want to dream, you want to move forward, and you want to transform. So I'd like to finish this live just saying that you are, just as this person said to me at that time, you are made for something amazing, something greater, something a lot better. You are that too. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, morning or afternoon, or wherever you are, and I'll see you soon again.